Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, let's see how I can do with my monstrously bad deck. Like, the number of cards in here that I consider just, like, not worth picking, even in arena, is inconceivable. Like, I guess I could see having one adapting spores if your deck had a lot of stuff that spawns minions, but that is not how I was rolling, and I have 2 of them! It's like, It did okay for me that time, but I mean, I needed my deck to be better before, to not reach the point where I was desperately flailing away like that. All the things I can think of that would be good for adapting spores are, like, if you get a specific thing, but there's actually less than a 1 in 3 chance if you're looking for one specific ability. There's less than a 1 in 3 chance that you get that specific ability when you adapt. It is sort of good for flexibility. It is increasing his stats or whatever it is, but yeah. Not that in the starting hand. We're going to keep him because he could go crazy. I guess we're going to pitch him and try and go for more cheap stuff. Wow, is that not more cheap stuff? Don't get me wrong, you were awesome, but this is not helping in early in the game. Watch, my opponent's going to get the Ironbark Protector, because that's one of the only good cards in my entire deck. I'm not going to play her, first off. She's pretty weak-ass anyway. Her 2-2 is not going to control the board. I'm better off trying to coin out this guy. On the off chance my opponent doesn't have an aggressively statted 2-drop. Oh, she's got nothing. That's excellent. I'm going to play this guy instead of Wild Growth. So, does my opponent have an easy way to kill him, or does this guy possibly win me the game? Because I think it's one of those two things. It just gets Shadow Word Pained or something, and it'll suck. So it'll take my opponent's entire turn. Glimmerroot guy, okay. So he gets to look at 3 cards. One of them is a card in my deck. If he picked the correct one, he gets it. If he picked it incorrectly, he doesn't get it. I couldn't even tell from that animation if he got the card. Like, that doesn't explain it to me. Whatever. Okay, step 1 is see what I get when I hit my opponent for 3 and adapt. Probably going to try and kill it. Now, he's only got a 3-3 out there. If I play this to give my guy +1/+1, then he might be able to... Like, I could just get him up to a 5-5, but I'm just wondering if I could do a lot of damage by giving him the claws and just barely keeping him alive. My opponent would only need 1 more damage, but I think chances of him getting 1 more damage and the chances of him getting more than 1 additional damage are about the same. So I might as well just go for more beatings if I can. I really would like to get a Divine Shield or something out of that, but let's see. Handle it! Okay, of course I was wrong. He came up with exactly 1 extra damage. If I had made him a 5-5 instead, he would have survived. No, he would have gotten frozen and he never would have lived long enough anyway. That makes me feel better, actually. Okay, I'm going to take this turn out to Wild Growth. This guy, that's pretty worthwhile. Even though I take an extra point of damage. So far, both of us not playing stellar things. Got the Verdant Longneck, play next turn. Again, it's like my opponents are going to see all the cards I'm playing and think that I intentionally chose these things. You don't understand how bad the rows were. This is a really low priority pick for me. This super low. Like, I don't even like this guy at all.
Always gets the
oh my god, that needs to die, and it's not going to be that easy to kill. So we got 4 hit points. Play this and go overboard to kill it, or probably just play this guy. Divine Shield or Wind Fury. Divine Shield is often... If I see a Divine Shield, I'm usually going to pick that, I think, for adapt guys. So even when I draw 1 card, he should be able to kill her unless she gets buffed. So my opponent needs to buff her somehow. Or might just use her to kill my 3-1. Or beat me down, whatever. If I have multiple guys alive on my turn, if I play her and then adapt 3 of them, at that point it might be good. The problem is all the time when it's not good. That's why I don't like it. Okay. Alright. Let's do this thing. Draw a better minion than her that I can play and still play this. That is amazing. I'll take that. Adapt everything! They can all be poisonous, all have +1/+1, or all have +3 health. That is a tough choice. I'm kind of thinking +3 health. So I'm going to use my Divine Shield to kill her, and then I'm going to have, like, board control. Even though +1/+1 would be pretty decent. But, no, +1/+1 is the least good choice out of these for now, sure. Poisonous everything, including the little guys, would be kind of cool, but I'm going to take the, health. I think that's actually going to work out okay, because I can kill him. Kill her, and then my guy's still a 5/7. I suspect that most of the time, if you can adapt a Divine Shield, you're going to adapt a goddamn Divine Shield. Alright, well that sucks. But it is out of the way, so now he's there. Okay, do I play him now, or do I save that as a surprise? Because I could heal that guy, and 2/4 isn't actually going to get through this very fast. You know what? I'm going to just deliver beatings. Dance with me? I don't think I've ever heard her say that before. It's probably that sound effect has that voice line has probably played numerous times for me. I don't think I've ever heard it or certainly remembered it. All right, Holy Nova would be bad, but some of my guys would even survive. All right, this guy's max health is higher. I knew it! I have one goddamn good card in my hand against Mind Vision. That's okay, this guy can take it out. Do I want to take it out in some other way? Because I could bite. If I bite 2/2, that takes it out, and now I still have an 8 damage guy running around, although he wouldn't be stealthed anymore. I think I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to play this guy first while my opponent has minions. Hang on to him for now. Even though my opponent knows I have him.
For the wild.
Applesauce.
You know what? If I hit that guy, I'll have board control. So my 8/2 is very vulnerable to stuff, but he did 8 damage. That's very annoying. So much better than the rifle. So, I took a bunch of damage for that, but I did clear the board and still do 8 damage. I'm doing okay here, despite my gravity crap deck. You're gonna copy that just for a 1/1 with no abilities? Go nuts. Should I see what spell I get out of him, or just play this guy? I'm going to see what spell I get out of him. There's Discover. I get to cast it immediately for free, but it has random targets. I really wish I knew what that spell was going to do before that. You know what? I hate that randomness so much. Maybe I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not. Even though my opponent's bunch of small minions is making me think that maybe it was a good idea, I don't actually like. It's too random, not for me. I'm actually going to hang on to that. I mean, if my opponent just does a small area damage spell, that's not going to help him much against the 8/8 taunt, but yeah, I might as well try try and preserve the cards.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Really, with the big game hunter, fine. He knew to save it. He knew that guy was coming down. I am running out of like card advantage here. Like I'm no longer feeling confident in my position, which I was a couple turns ago. Like before that guy got big game hunted. Evolving Spores. I'm going to play this guy in Evolving Spores, even though I should probably just be playing him. Stealth on my minions in my next turn. Oh yeah, that's a reason to attack first, but that's kind of like annoying. I think typically Divine Shield is the way to go. Although Death Rattle summon 2 1/1 plants on all these wimpy ass guys. But no, we're gonna go with Divine Shield. Divine Shield is good. It lets me kill him with impunity. It's hard to turn down Divine Shield. Man, this deck is crap. I cannot believe the crap it gave me. Oh, he had a Holy Smite. He had to cast the rock without the beasts, or without, well, it doesn't have to be beasts, but without having 2 minions. I suppose. Egg Napper, why not? We're gonna hit first. I don't know what this is going to do, and then we're going to discover a spell. If it has targets, the targets will be chosen at random, but otherwise it's going to cast a spell immediately. Summon a full bunch of 1/1 wisps, or just give my minions +2/+2. I think we got to just give my minions +2/+2, even though it kind of sucks. Jade Idol is not going to help me much.
For the wild.
It is a not unpowerful effect, but this guy costs 8 mana. Good. He can't charge heroes, but he can take out my taunts. It's like, you're like, oh yeah, you have to take out my taunt. Yay, bubble taunt. So I can hit my opponent for almost enough. No, I can't hit my opponent for enough damage. I've got 12, 13. Yeah.
Killing spree.
I agree. Killing spree.
For the wild.
I don't remember what my quests are. Just casting spells. That was very close, even though I had at certain points about as good as stuff as my deck can possibly generate. Well, I guess we're getting an interesting study in which is better, adapting Spores or Enhancer Mechano. Because Enhancing Mechano gives you a 3/2 minion, and then gives you a random effect on 3 guys, including some of the stronger things you can get out of the Adapt. But Adapt is letting you choose. It's choosing from a limited pool, less than 1/3 of the possible options. Some of those options, if you could pick any one of the 10 options, it would be amazing under all circumstances. So then you get like the randomness of like what options are you going to get relative to your circumstance, and see how it works out. I don't know. But it did okay for me so far. The problem is it does have a tendency to just clog up your hand with a non-minion spell. At least in Enhancer Mechano. Like, how often am I going to play Enhancer Mechano on like 1 minion or no minions? Virtually never, but at least when I do play him, you get that little bit of extra meat on the table. My Shadow Song.
Can escape my fury.
I must protect the wild.
From a quest, as long as you play 10 games in Standard. Don't want you in the starting hand, or really you. Do I want to shuffle Jade Idols into my deck? I don't think I do. I don't think that helps. I only have like 1 other Jade card in here, and like eventually they could get up to something, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I literally have to use this piece of crap as just like summon a 1/1 gold. and fake my opponent into worrying about Jade, except it's not like they're going to take any... Like, what countermeasures are going to take against Jade? Nothing. And they're mostly just going to stab it. Why would you play that I can then kill with my 1/1? I want to say why would you pick that, but my deck is entirely full of why would you pick that crap, so... I don't know. Maybe my opponent has an elemental theme and just like, yeah, it's a 2/1 elemental for 1 that has no ability. Because Battle Cry do 1 damage to both people. That's no ability. It is goddamn no ability. So I'm glad I have my Wrath so I can kill that guy, because otherwise I would probably just lose the game. So having not automatically lost the game, we can now continue playing.
Time is money, friend.
After you cast a spell, refresh your hero power. Wow, is that a crappy legendary for a rogue? How bad was the rogue that you played that you picked that guy from? You got a 3/5 taunt, which is lame. But I can't do anything else with my turn. Like I could shoot him, it's pointless. Man, this is going to be a bad turn. I'm just going to shoot him for 1. And do I Kung Fu him or my opponent? I hate preemptively hitting a dude, but because it may not matter. I'm going to hit my opponent. I'm not going to preemptively hit the dude and take damage for it that I may not need to take, because this guy's going to come out as a taunt with 3 attack, right? Hopefully, like, I was hoping my opponent would play some small minions and I would get some more hit points on him, but yeah. Stab the Murloc, obviously, because you're a rogue. If you cast a spell, it would refresh your hero power pointlessly. Nope, okay. Meanwhile, I've got this to play along with him, so that's actually kind of cool. I'm not going to do that right now. It'd be a 3/2 and a 1/1. That actually would not be a terrible play right now, but I could also get 3 2/2 treants. I'm not going to do that amazingly. No, that's to that. Let's just do this. It's kind of sad to do it without a beast out. But if my opponent stabs the 1/1, the other 2 guys are both big enough to kill Beardo, so it's fine. Or you're going to silence that and I'll have to Kung Fu him again. Like, okay, fine. The power. I can play this guy as a 3/5 taunt now, and then Kung Fu Beardo, so that seems like the thing to do. I do feel like we're both just playing, like, garbage. Not that we're making bad garbage. I don't mean we're badly playing the game, but I mean, the stuff coming out on both sides of this game has been pretty weak sauce the whole time. Well, that's unfortunate, because you're going to get card advantage out of that. Evolving Spores. Okay, we're going to try and set up an Evolving Spores here. So we're going to... I am going to trade this to kill that guy, because it's worth it, but... Dudes. But maybe we can get a crazy Spore next turn. If my opponent didn't kill anything, and I got the +3 attack Spores, hello. That would potentially be game over in my favor. Hallucination. That's pretty cool. Just discover a card from your opponent's class. Opponent chose very quickly. Bouncing him, that's kind of annoying, because it's going to blunt my Spores somewhat. Not the end of the world, but mildly annoying. Your Chief, I can only play one other thing with the Spores, though. I guess I'm going to play you and Spores. Play him instead of him. I could play him and then Spores and then Kung Fu. So if my guys are still 2/2, I could still finish that guy off. Let's do that.
I taste blood.
I taste Evolving Spores. Hey, it's +3 attack. Wind Fury would do... not as much damage right now. Yeah, there's no real advantage. The poisonous is nice, but let's take that attack. In fact, I'm so gracious that I will leave your kidnapper alive. He didn't kill anyone, just kidnapped them. So, do you have a board wipe, or is this game over? Because I got the +3 spores. There was just less than a 1 in 3 chance that I would get that choice, and if I got that choice, close to a 90% chance that I would take it. It's a very different math on adapting one minion and adapting all your minions. Because when you're adapting all your minions, the +3 attack is pretty hard to turn down after a certain point. Okay.
My shield for Argon.
Oh, that's kind of helping you live. No, not enough, though. Like, I'm just going to kill them and then you die.
For the wild.
And boom. Well, the Adapting Spores has so far been, like, the best thing in my deck. Now, my deck, I don't think is very good, but it is so far working out well enough that at least in the arena, it's, like, definitely better than I gave it credit for. We'll see if it will continue to win me games, or if I've just reached the dead end where I'm going to start running into more serious people who have decks not as shitty as mine next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.